Hey, Fab Gals, welcome to my Tuesday Live. And today I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to look expensive on a budget. Because most of us have this misconception that we think that we have to spend a huge amount of money, have lots of money to spend in order to look good. But let me tell you, ladies, that that is just not true. And today I'm going to share my 5 top tips that I use myself to look fabulous, and it doesn't cost me a fortune. So if you're new to my channel and if you're coming back, welcome. It's so wonderful to have you here. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Tracy Gold, and it's my absolute passion to share with you my fashion tips that make you look and feel fabulous. And I thought today would be a good day to do a live. I'm going to be structuring this in a way that I'm going to do first the tips on how to look expensive on a budget and give you my top tips. And then I'm going to open it up to Q&A. So I would love to have you join me on the chat. You can put in your questions and I'll be able to answer them. So I'm super excited today. And one of the reasons why I love live is because I can engage with you ladies. I get to answer your questions and you get to ask me your questions. And I feel like it's a two-way conversation as opposed to just a one-way conversation on camera and then it's edited. So yeah, okay, let me just turn my phone on silent. I also have to warn you that, so I'm actually in my New York apartment, which I'm super excited about. My 2 Siamese cats have arrived, and Jazzy loves to be involved in everything. So it's very possible that he may join us. You may hear him also. He's very noisy. But you know what? This is my life, and he's very much part of it. So, and if I lock him in a room, he'll just scream and you hear him anyway. So if he comes along, I may just bring him up and you can actually see him. In fact, Jazzy, are you okay? No, not yet. But I'm sure he'll make his presence known. Hopefully he doesn't jump up onto my laptop. Okay, so ladies, welcome to those of you who are joining me. Let me know, can you hear me clearly? Can you see me clearly? Is everything working really well? I can see there's a couple of you that are here. So just put into the chat if you can see everything and everything is okay. Are we seeing it? Yes, I'm getting some likes. So fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and start. All right, so this whole misconception that you have to have a lot of money to look good. Now, I do believe that it's worthwhile for us as women to budget for things that we really want and things that make us look and feel fabulous. I think often as women, we put everybody else first. We'll go into the stores to go and buy something for ourselves and end up buying something for our children or our grandchildren or our husband. So I do think that it's worthwhile setting aside some money for you. Okay, so let me say, I do believe in spending on yourself. In fact, I think that would be a very good video tutorial, is why as women we feel guilty about spending on ourselves. So I'd love to hear in your comments, because we can have a chat about this after I give my tips, but why do you think it is as women that we are so reluctant to spend money on ourselves? So I do think that it's worthwhile to spend some money on yourself and to budget for this, because that shows that you are valuing yourself. And when we wear clothes that we really love and feel good in, it makes us feel better about ourselves, and I think it makes us improve in doing our roles, doing the things that we do, being a good wife, being a good mother, being good at our jobs. I think it gives us far more confidence to fulfill those roles really well. Okay, so that being said, now I'm going to fill you in on some of the tips that I use, because I don't spend a huge amount of money on clothing. All right, I am a designer, so I make a lot of my own clothes. But the things that I do buy, I'm very careful of what it is that I buy. I'm very careful of how I curate my closet. And especially moving to New York, there's really not a lot of closet space. So it's making me even more careful with what I spend and what I buy. So my number one tip is to really know and to figure out which are the pieces that are worth splurging on and which are the pieces that are worth saving on. So I think splurging is definitely something that you want to keep to the minimum, be very careful with what you splurge on, but sometimes it's worth splurging. And as an example, if there are items that you really struggle to find in stores that are really hard for you to find, let's say for argument's sake, it could be a good pair of jeans. You may search all the stores, go to various different stores, and when you finally find a good pair of jeans, they have a higher price tag. Well, in my opinion, it's worthwhile getting a good quality pair of jeans that will also last you for longer, that will keep its shape for longer if it's something that you really struggle to find. However, if you love to follow the latest denim trends and you always want to have the latest jean, you want to have the girlfriend jean, you want to have the boyfriend jean, you want to have the ripped jeans. Ripped jeans, I wouldn't invest in. Girls, I just wouldn't invest in those. They're not worth investing in. Rather get an old pair of jeans. You can do the rips yourself. I actually did that one time. I took an old pair of jeans, I ripped them. I got tired of wearing them. No big deal. I gave them away. So I think it's worthwhile investing in certain things that you really struggle with. For me, it's shoes. I'm a size 5 if I'm lucky. Okay, sometimes not even. So often I will invest in good quality shoes because when I find a pair that's actually my size, that actually fits me, I want them to last for quite a long time. That being said, I do have a collection of shoes. My husband knows because he's been packing up our house in South Africa, and I did a huge checkout, and there still was a lot for him to give away and to clear through. So I have had, but I've bought quality shoes for a long time. So this means that they last me for quite a long time. So that's tip number 1, is to really determine what are the pieces that are worthwhile for you to invest in, and then what to save on. I think high fashion items are generally the things, if you're going to like them for a little while, but not for much longer, save on them. Rather just get something cheaper, a cheaper version. You can like it for a while. But I'm going to speak about that in a moment because I think it's actually quite an important point. Okay, so number 2 is only buy clothing that really fits you well. Now, let me say that this doesn't always mean buying something more expensive. So there is a bit of a myth around this. Sometimes people believe that if you have a designer brand, it's going to fit you better. And in some cases, that is true. I have also tried on some things from designer brands that fit me terribly, that look terrible, that don't even look like good quality items that are designer brands. So be discerning in this, but if you really find something that fits you well, I find specifically, things from Italy fit me really well. And so if it's a piece that I'm going to wear for a long time, it's not necessarily a higher trend piece, it's something I'm going to wear for many years to come, I think it's worth investing in those things. And ladies, this brings me to my 3rd tip, which is buy less, but buy better. So often we think we have to have a multitude of clothing in our closet in order to have plenty to wear. And actually, that is also a myth. So you can have a really well curated closet of things that really work for you, and you end up spending a lot less in the long run. I would love to challenge all of you ladies this weekend, go through your closet and take out the things that you haven't been wearing for the last year, pushing it to. And that's only if you've been through a big transition. So I would encourage you to go and look through your closet. Look at how much you even wore those items. Maybe they're just worn out and you're not wearing them anymore. And so that's fantastic. Or maybe you bought them thinking you had to have this piece and it didn't work. Or maybe you bought yet another pair of black pants in an attempt to find a pair of black pants that works for you, and it doesn't work for you. So go through your closet and lay out everything that you haven't worn, that you've spent money on, and calculate that, ladies. I know I've actually done this with a client before when she was very hesitant to purchase new things, and she was very hesitant with the price tag that I was suggesting. I said to her, the thing is that in attempt to find the perfect pair of black pants, as an example, or the perfect pair of jeans, you may be buying 5 pairs of black pants and 6 pairs of jeans, and none of them are right, but the price tag is lower, so you feel okay about it. However, you could buy 1, maybe 2 pairs of black pants, 2 pairs of good quality jeans, and actually spend the same amount. And if they're good quality, they're going to last for longer, which means you're not going to need to invest in them that often. So do you see what I mean? Sometimes it's worth investing in certain pieces that are going to stand you the test of time, that are going to make you feel absolutely fabulous. That's so important. And I'm telling you, ladies, you'll end up spending less, not more. So don't get stuck on the price tag of something. Rather look at how much are you going to wear it, how often are you going to wear it, how's it going to work for you. Okay, then let's look at my 4th tip. And this is around thrifting, which is my favorite topic, okay? Thrifting, consignment stores, swaps. This is a great way of getting some beautiful, sometimes even designer brands. So as an example, I have here, this is an original Diane van Furstenberg wrap top. And how much did I spend on it? Wait for it, girls. I think it was $15. I know, at a thrift store. So here in New York, we have amazing thrift stores, but I know that there are thrift stores across the country. And so you can find pieces for really affordable prices, and sometimes ones that have hardly been worn. I'll give you another example. This, which you may have seen me wear, now, unfortunately, with the limitation of the camera, I can't step back too far and show you, but you've seen me wear this on my channel. This is a faux, it's faux, ladies, I only wear faux fur, and this is a faux fur jacket that I got for $55, also at a thrift store, okay? So then you can look at consignment stores, what they call in Europe outlet stores, where they have, or sample sales. Maybe we'll understand it in America as sample sales. So there are sometimes stores that have got a whole bunch of samples left over at discounted prices. I'll give you an example of that. So this jacket, I'm sure you've seen me wear it plenty of times. This I bought in Milan at an outlet store. It's what they call the designer outlet store. And this I bought, I think it was 120 euro. Okay, so this, and it is the most amazing leather jacket. The detail on here is incredible. It's designer label, okay? It's worth probably about, I actually think I did the online research. I think it's worth 750 to 800 euro, and I got it for 120. And I have worn this thing to death, let me tell you. It's still, besides my red one, is one of my favorite pieces. So, and it's a beautiful piece that will stand the test of time. So you don't always have to spend a huge amount of money, even to get the designer labels. If you want the latest, then you're going to pay premium. Let's just be honest about that. I mean, you can go to stores and you can buy something from a year ago, and you can get it at a discounted price, or you can go and find things like in thrift stores and even consignment stores. I mean, there's stores like The Real. And some of them have got online stores as well. Really good quality secondhand designer merchandise. I mean, really beautiful designer things. I've gone in there before and found some gorgeous things. I'm not particularly worked up about designer brands. I like what I like. The other thing you can do is go to swap meet parties. So as an example, these earrings here, I actually went with my friend Deborah Rappaport to one of these swap parties, and I got these. I mean, these are beautiful. I absolutely love them, and I got them for nothing. I mean, how cool is that? The swap meet parties are where women come together and they bring the things that they're no longer wearing and they just lay them out. Hold on, I'm just trying to get this in here. They just lay them out. And, you kind of just swap around. Some of them are more formalized than others. I have been to some of these where you bring things, you get a token, and then you can then buy those things with a token. And often those are charity ones. You could even hold one yourselves, girls. You could get your friends together and everybody can bring their handbags, their earrings, their jewelry, their maybe pieces that are good quality that they're no longer wearing. Maybe they don't fit into them. Maybe they don't like them anymore. And you can swap out. It's amazing what is, sitting and not getting anywhere in your closet could be another woman's treasure. So those are great ways of doing this. And I just want to say, ladies, that one of the big reasons why I like to encourage women to do this is from a sustainability point of view. I'm not sure if you're aware, but the fashion industry is one of the biggest polluters of our planet. Okay, it is not only a polluter of our planet, and I'm talking specifically with the fast fashion, well, the fashion industry as a whole, but fast fashion particularly, are incredibly bad at not having ethical practices. So it's kind of like modern day slavery, ladies. Women are working in these factories in India or in China or in various different parts of the world. They are being abused. They are getting paid next to nothing. And then they sell the clothes here for next to nothing. And we just buy them and buy more and buy more and buy more. And where does the clothing go that you chuck in your garbage? Where does the leftover clothing go? It ends up in landfills. And that create toxic gases. I mean, it's such a big topic. I could carry on for ages about it. But the thing is, I want to tell you that the good news is that you can stop the cycle. You can also save yourself a freaking fortune, and you can have a closet full of clothing that you really love. So it's not an either or. It's not that I'm saying you can't buy the things that you love. Actually, no, you can buy things that you love. Just maybe be a little bit more conscious of that. I've become a lot more conscious. If I buy something new, I want to know where it comes from. I want to know that it's done with ethical practices. I want to know what is their sustainability thing. And one of the ways that I do that is I have an app called Good On You. It's a great app. You can download it on your phone and it will give you the rundown of how the company's doing as far as ethical practice is concerned, sustainability, etc. And ladies, I have to say, this is a massive trend that's coming in the world. It is a rising trend. You are going to see more people growing more aware of this kind of thing. Okay, so enough about that. The final tip that I have for you, the fifth tip, is around signature pieces. So sometimes I believe that it's worthwhile also. I know that I'm talking about investing in pieces, but I'm saying that because often we think we have to have a lot of things. And so therefore buying something expensive feels like it's just going to bust the budget. But I believe in saving some money so that you can buy some signature pieces that really speak of your personal style. So I'll give you an example of that. So this is one of them. Okay, this I bought in Barcelona. It is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. It's made by an artist. It's a one-of-a-kind piece. So this woman in Spain was studying art in Rome, and these are all Italian words, and each one of these jackets is singularly made and painted. It's absolutely beautiful. And I have to say that the other night, I actually went to a party and I was recognized. She said, "Oh, I recognized you because you were wearing your jacket on Sunday. I knew who you were." So sometimes, and it doesn't matter that they see me wearing it multiple times because it's a signature piece. I have to be honest, this was fairly pricey for me. It was one of the most expensive pieces that I bought when I was in Barcelona. But I'm not sorry that I bought it. I love it. I've been wearing it for ages, and I think I will wear it for years to come. So, and it made the cut when I came to work. So you got to know, it's a really good piece. So really, ladies, it's around becoming a curator of your closet, knowing what to spend and what to save on, utilizing really helpful ways, even discounted stores. I mean, some of the discounted stores that I have found are amazing because they bring in designer labels at all different price points, all different, from medium designer to high-end designer at much cheaper prices. And I think as women over 40, we're maybe less concerned with the latest trend and just want to look good. So invest in a few key pieces that will really make you look amazing. And then mix it up with stuff that's not that expensive. No one is going to know, ladies. And if you buy something from a thrift store or from a consignment store, who's going to know that? I don't think anyone's going to know. I mean, maybe you'll know. Maybe you think it's worth less. I don't. I think it's amazing. I'd love to hear from you. So ladies, okay, so now I'm going to open it up to the chat. And let me just make sure that the chat is actually on. Top chat. Okay, live chat. All messages are visible. Okay, so now I would love to hear from you. What are your questions? I'd love to hear because I'm opening it up for Q&A. Let me get some tea. I'm having some tea. I hope you are too. Mm. So ladies, any questions? Is this going to be a quiet? You're very quiet today. This is very unlike you. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so a couple of other things that are coming up that I'm going to be doing in the future. So I'd also love to hear about how you're finding the style videos. So I've been doing those style makeover videos, and I've got more coming. So let me know what you think of those. And let me know in the comments, did these tips make sense to you? Are they something that really you can relate to, that you really love? Let me know. Can you hear me? Oh my goodness, is it not working? Is this working or is it not working at all? I hope it's working. Okay. So ladies, I'm going to end this off. I'm going to check if it worked. If it hasn't worked, I'm going to go back online. I'm going to do it. Okay. I'm really hoping this is working. Let's actually check. You know what? I can actually check on my phone and see. This is so interesting. Okay, let's just see videos. If I can hear live. There's all the ads playing already. Yes, it's working. Okay, fantastic. I just thought to myself, I hope I'm not just talking away and you girls are here. I can see some of you are here and you're liking this video and you can't hear a thing, but you're just being kind, because that could possibly be. All right, so ladies, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to end this off. Let me know in the comments below what were your questions. I can answer them there. I'd love to hear from you. If you haven't already subscribed, feel free to subscribe and click the little notification button. Also, let me know what are topics that you'd like to hear going forward. And do you like these live broadcasts? I know in the past there's been floods of questions, tons of questions. So let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Till next time. Bye.